Can music change how food tastes?
Let's talk about that.
Good Mythical Morning!
Everybody, welcome to the show. Chester and Mike from Linkin Park.
Woo, woo, woo! Thanks for coming, guys.
Thanks for having us.
Yeah.
Well, we're glad you're here because we need your help today. Because
we heard
there's been a study. When Oxford does a study, we call Linkin Park.
we also call BS sometimes.
All right. So Oxford has conducted a study, and they have concluded that music can change the way that we taste food.
Now, we like to taste foods.
I like tasting food.
Well, we don't need you for that.
Dang it.
We need you guys for the music
For the
part.
musician part.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Can you help us with that part
We
of
can
it?
do that.
We can do that.
All right, let's put Oxford to the test. It's time for tried some food and got some too. But in the end, did it make the food taste better?
Okay, Mike and Chester are over in the performance zone.
Yes.
How is it over there, guys?
It's warm.
It's very nice.
It's very nice.
That's good. We're in the food eating zone.
Yes.
That's where we're going to be.
So, Mike and Chester are going to be performing songs to opposing music tracks while we
Right.
eat snacks, and then we're going to evaluate how those opposing tracks impacted our tasting sensations in specific categories that the Oxford study called out.
Right.
Let's do this.
Round one.
Okay, according to the study, volume correlates to flavor, and the louder the music, actually the less flavor there is. So as the music gets quieter, it tends to bring out more flavors from what you're eating.
Okay, and
Supposedly.
we're going to be testing with a cup of noodle, classic late night nibble, and let's turn this thing up to 11. Hit it.
Okay. Peel back the lid to the dotted line. Fill the cup to the inside line. Close the lid, let it stand for 3 minutes. Remove the lid, stir well, and enjoy! Ready? Caution, product is hot. Please. Handle with care. Caution. Product is hot. Please. Handle with care. Yeah.
Bet you didn't taste anything.
I had no room for tasting.
That was intense, fellers.
No headspace for tasting.
And there was like a helpful caution in there that the product is hot. I think that came directly off the packaging, which is brilliant.
It was hot. The funny thing is it was very hot temperature-wise, but I don't feel like I experienced much because I was so into the music.
Yeah, that was the main thing on my mind. Flavor took a big back seat.
But we should flip the script now.
Yes.
Bring things down.
I think we're going to need some chairs over here.
Wow, we're bringing in stools.
I think we'll go acoustic with this one, boys.
Go acoustic. Let's bring down the volume.
I always say when you want more flavor, bring in stool.
We have a brand new song for you guys.
All right, next single.
This is off our upcoming album, May 19th.
All right, guys, serenade us.
There's a nuclear winter outside. Everybody's gone and died. But I'm a lucky feller, long as I got you in my bomb cellar. The radiation's getting to me, your blonde noodle hair is all I see. Oh, cup of noodles, I only have 26 of you left. I'm one noodle closer to death.
Wow.
They're really bringing it. You're bringing the flavor in that one. That was very moving.
I don't know if it was the slowness of the song or the subject matter, because as you talked about just having a few left, just 26 left,
Yeah.
I began to realize how important this was.
Right, I became more thankful, and I became more aware of the flavors contained therein. I think I did. I mean, I feel it's spicier now,
Yeah.
and it could be the accumulation across both songs, but I'm probably not.
No, it's the science, Link.
It was definitely the
It's
science.
Oxford.
Wow.
Yeah, that one worked.
That was moving.
It's very interesting.
It ain't over yet. Round 2. Okay, we started off kind of broad with just a general flavor test, but now we're going to get more specific with sweetness versus sourness.
And here's what the science says. Higher pitch music brings out the sweetness in food, while lower pitch music brings out the sourness of food.
Would have thought it might be the opposite.
Right? But science is counterintuitive, man. But what better way to test this theory than when the sweetest, sourest food around, Sour Patch Kids?
Yeah, Chester, hit us with some high pitch.
You're sour and sweet and you stick to my teeth and you're shearing the flesh from right off my mouth. Beef by mouth, beef, I mean tongue. It's a weird thing I sung, but I couldn't think of a good rhyme. Oh, Sour Patch Kids, you assault my mouth hole. It's a full-fledged attack on my teeth's enamel. Due to oral bleeding, my gums are receding. Oh boy, what a wonderful time.
Wow!
Boy, what a wonderful time.
You guys are heading in a new direction.
Thank you.
We've got 8 more songs on our album where that came from. Just wait till this thing comes out, you guys.
Oh, man.
So was that sweeter? I think we'll have to compare it with the next one, but
I mean, I gotta say, I believe that was the sweetest experience I've ever had with Sour Patch Kids.
yeah.
But I don't have anything to compare it to except
Yet.
previous Sour Patch experience. But we gotta try the other side of this thing.
So now, let's go low. Mike, hit us with some low.
Oh, I got low for you. Hold on.
Okay, Chester gonna add to the low. All right, grabbing some low end back there.
Okay, I see what
All
you're
right.
gonna do.
All right, buddy. You ready? Come on in. Hit it.
Yeah, give me the low end.
I'm bringing it.
If there's Sour Patch Kids and Cabbage Patch Kids, where are all the other kinds of Patch Kids? I'm talking Pumpkin Patch Kids, Eye Patch Kids, Nicotine Patch Kids, Girl Scout Patch Kids, Patchouli Kids, Blue Jean Patch Kids, Letterman Jacket Patch Kids, Computer Software Patch Kids. We're all one batch, the world is our patch, sing with me now. We're all one batch, the world is our patch, so let's get together and end global warming.
All right.
Oh,
Let's go for the environment.
yeah, you had a good message there.
There's a little message. Did you guys catch the message at
Yeah, right at the end, right? What about global warming?
Yeah.
Patchouli Kids.
Care about the earth.
Patchouli Kids.
Listen,
Wait, when I said patchouli kids, did it affect the taste? Did it make you? Because that's like a smell, right?
I know it seems like we're just completely making this up, but I'm not making up the fact that I feel like that was a more sour experience in the best way possible.
Yeah.
I feel like there was like another dimension to it.
I mean, I was like bopping, and it brought out the sourness.
In the bass, it was really the bass that wasn't plugged in that Chester was playing.
was my-
Yeah.
That was the part that really did it for me.
It was my superb slap of the bass.
He do slap at the best.
So I'm
You
saying
might need
we
one of
are. Yeah,
I'm
we're-
convinced so
we're
far.
saying
but
this is happening.
Let's continue this experiment.
Round 3. Now let's test the spiciness of food subject to music.
Now, this one is the first one that is intuitive because the science says that the faster the tempo, the spicier the food.
Okay,
the
yeah.
tempo actually increases the sensation of spiciness.
All right, so let's start out slow. Chester, give it to me slow.
When I took a bite, thought it would just be for tonight. Can't get enough. Wish my insides were more tough. My fingers are stained by your touch. My heart is stained twice as much. Your love is a flame, should've known by your name. Flaming hot Cheetos.
Oh, man. That is a single. That's the first single. Oh, you've already had that. This is your like 4th or 5th single off the new
That is
album.
Hit City.
That was a very sultry Cheetos experience for me, and I don't have many of those.
Still a little
Now,
spicy.
I'm feeling the spice now, but I gotta say, the first like 5 or 6 when I was just really into the song, I just thought I was eating regular Cheetos.
I thought I was eating something very wrong, but very right.
Oh, goodness. Okay, let's speed things up. Mike, you ready to take things to another level?
That's all I ever do.
Yeah. All right.
But I need a Rhett Link hat. Let's do it.
Nice.
Merch it up.
Yeah, turn it up. What? Yeah. Chester Cheetah, rep Cheetos, 70 miles an hour he goes, tail like a rudder, tough as a mother, can't milk him, he got no udder. Song is fast, Cheetos are fast, this song is hot, Cheetos are hot. Cheetos, 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 I'm like the blunt. This song is fast, Cheetos are fast, this song is hot, Cheetos are hot. Cheetos, 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 Chester. That's his name.
Oh. What a coincidence.
That's crazy, right?
His name and
This is a great hat, you guys.
this guy's name.
I really like this hat.
Now listen, that made me eat a whole lot more Cheetos, I'll tell you that. I got like 25 down.
Yeah, my caloric
It's just
intake.
like, wow, I gotta keep up. Through the roof.
But did it make it spicier?
Well,
is the operative
More
question.
Flamin' Hot Cheetos is more spicy, so by default it almost made it more spicy.
Yeah, my tongue is pretty much on fire, as well as my desire to listen to that song on repeat. That's pretty great.
I think the conclusion here is that Oxford University knows what they're up to.
Huh. Who knew?
Yeah, they needed to hear that from us.
You're off the hook, Oxford. And I don't mean in like a slang sense. I mean in like a, we're not on your case anymore.
Yeah, and thank you guys for those wonderful performances.
They were
Thank
fabulous.
you for allowing us to be part of this really fantastic scientific experiment.
And thank you for liking, commenting, and subscribing.
You guys say you know what time it is.
You know what time it is.
Hi, I'm Jacob.
And I'm Carter.
And we're canoeing on the Eel River in Indiana. And it's time to spin the wheel of mythicality.
Linkin Park's new album, One More Light, is available in stores and everywhere music is sold on May 19th, so check it out.
And check out us hanging out with the guys in Good Mythical More, so click on through. What's this wheel gonna stop on?
Don't Google
that.
This is what we want you to not Google. DIRD.
How do you spell that?
D-I-R-D.
D-I-R-D?
Whatever you do not Google DIRD. Click on the left to watch our show after the show, Good Mythical More.
Click on the right to watch another episode of Good Mythical Morning.
And make sure to check out our new channel, This is Mythical, by clicking the video at the bottom.
Thanks for being your mythical best.